position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Hurricanes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Taking a shot on the first play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Wells. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. On the option. And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a first down.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback making checks. The give to the single back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll send the tight end in motion. Back to pass. Going over the top. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Bulldogs are marching down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, better look out. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. They'll move the tight end. He wants to change this route. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Quickly complete. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Washington. And the first play is stuffed, and the visitors know they're not exactly being welcomed in this place.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Going to sling it on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Prescott. They stay aggressive and push their way out. And it's first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
On the move. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the run from inside his own 5. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Tight end now in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle as well.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Got it in the middle. It's Sands. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
Well, that was pretty easy for the quarterback, right? You just need a few yards to pick up that first, so you find the tight end, put it on his body, let him go do the work, and you keep the drive alive.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Wells. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. He wants to take the top off. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver going in motion. Jumped the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. We'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's 12. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Motion from the wideout. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the tight end. Wants to go up top. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Offense changing the play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
And the offensive line has to do a better job protecting their man. It's 4th down. He needs some time to make a play. The defense brings the blitz, beats the offensive line, and gets the big sack.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Hurricanes want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Offense lining up quickly. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that
makes the catch at the 20. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
14, Georgia, 0.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, give on the inside. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Wells. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I know everyone's yelling. You didn't get the first down. We need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a 3rd down. And guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it behind the line. It's Wells. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. The option look.
4th down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their quarterback. This guy is so good. They trust him. He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the first down.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Wells. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Wells. Turns it on in midfield. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coffee. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They want to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football, you've got to protect your quarterback.
Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. Inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They open this third quarter on top, and they've built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got a chance. Got the first down and more. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Prescott. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield. It's Callaway. Touchdown, Canes! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Georgia 7.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coffee. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Bring up 3rd down.
Quarterback making adjustments. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking left. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down and run. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Canes will hustle for the line.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Design runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Pulls and fires complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Canes have taken it inside the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage, and this defense has taken some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jeff.
It's a running room. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Coffee. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Second down.
Well, there's something to be said for knowing on offense when the play is over. That guy didn't know that. That's a huge loss, and now they're right back to the line of scrimmage trying to go fast.
Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. He got a hand on it and deflected it, but probably just got a bruise off that missile and gave up the completion.
Yeah, not used to handling the revolutions on that football. QB zipped it in there. Nice job getting the deflection, getting your hand on the football. That's what you're supposed to, find the football, but the offense got the break and got the completion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes a catch, 1st down and maybe a lot more. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28.
Runs out of bounds at the 28. Offense facing 4th down.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Tight end now in motion. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, the head coach is looking real smart after gambling for it there on 4th and short in field goal range, but he trusts his quarterback to go to the right place with the football. Huge play now setting up 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Motion from the wide receiver. With the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Might be changing the route. He'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to bull his way in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can. Every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pick. Turning it on! And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And the Hurricanes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Right back to the well. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback keeps it. Shakes off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On the move. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And the Canes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Will be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the back. Running back searching for a hole. And he gets nothing, and this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On the option. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Miami! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Set to advance on the football.
Here's the return from inside his 10.
Marcella is tackled down at 17.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the running back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Coffee. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Send the tight end in motion. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Coffee. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass on second down. Dances away. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
He'll start this drive going to the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Hurricane. And the punishment has been extended. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Motion from the wideout. He wants to change this route. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. That's caught. It's Allen. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. He's open on the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.